Hey guys, welcome to my channel. So today I'm going to be sharing with you my 2015 beauty favorites, but before I jump into the video, I just wanted to wish you guys a happy new year. We are pretty far into the new year already, so I hope it's going well for you so far. I have some really great new videos planned now that I'm back home, so if you aren't already subscribed, then go ahead and do that so you don't miss my future videos. And yeah, let's just jump right into the favorites. So I had two foundation discoveries last year worth sharing, and the first one was the Too Faced Born This Way foundation. I love this foundation because it was a really good medium coverage, but buildable if you needed it to. I found that it wasn't too matte or too dewy, so it was like the perfect everyday foundation. The next foundation I really enjoyed was the Maybelline Matte and Poreless by the Fit Me line. I really enjoyed this foundation for days where I knew I was going to have a long day. It held up on my skin really well because I do have oily skin, and it just looked very natural. It didn't feel heavy or look too heavy on the face. I also quickly wanted to mention the CoverFX Custom Cover Drops. Last year I tested out a bunch of drugstore foundations, and most often than not drugstore foundations aren't yellow enough for me, so I really enjoyed this guy because I could use it to kind of alter the shade of the foundation to match me better. So I have two primers I really want to talk to you guys about, and they're quite different, but I would alternate between the two depending on what my skin was needing. So for days where my skin is a little bit drier from acne products, because I do have acne prone skin, I would go in with the Too Faced HangoveRx. This primer did a really good job of hydrating my skin before I apply a foundation, and it just paired really well with any foundation I put on top of it. Whenever I use this primer, I found that any foundation that I put on top just kind of applied really smoothly. So the next primer I really wanted to talk to you guys about is the Makeup Forever Step 1 Mattifying Primer. Now I don't actually have it in hand to show you because I accidentally threw mine away, but I do have a deluxe sample size of the Skin Equalizer by the same line. Like I said before, I do have oily skin, so anywhere where I know my oils are going to come through underneath my foundation, I would apply that primer and it would honestly stay matte, no matter what. So 2015 was definitely the year of highlighting and contouring, and I do have my favorite contour palette of last year, and that is the Kat Von D Shade and Light palette. I really enjoyed this palette because the contour shades are very cool tone, and the powders itself is really smooth and blend easily. I also like that there's a pretty good variety of colors here. Practically anyone could utilize this palette. And for highlighting, I really enjoyed the Mercier Translucent Loose Powder. I could pair this product with practically any concealer and it would bake it really well. And I also would use this product to lightly dust it over the rest of my makeup to just set it, and it just would give a really nice smooth finish. Speaking of concealers, I just wanted to quickly throw in my favorite concealer of last year, and that is the Bobbi Brown Corrector. I have the absolute worst dark circles, and the peachy tone of this concealer really helped to correct that. And it also layered really well with highlighting concealers on top of it. And for my favorite highlighting powder of last year, this is the Becca Shimmering Skin Perfector in the shade Champagne Pop. I feel like you guys aren't going to be surprised to see this because so many people featured this product in their 2015 beauty favorites, and for good reason. This shade honestly is just so gorgeous. I'm wearing it today, and every time I put it on, it honestly is just so satisfying. So if you're looking for a highlighting powder, I definitely recommend this one because everybody that I see try this on, it just looks so beautiful on them just because the shade is so universal. So these next products are definitely one of my favorite discoveries of last year, and these are the Be Matte Blushes by City Color. The pigmentation on these are just so crazy good, and I found myself reaching for these the most last year. I have 3 of them here, and I'm definitely looking to get more just because matte blushes can kind of be hard to come across, especially from the drugstore, and I believe I picked these up for $5 or less. I also wanted to throw in my 2 favorite liquid liners of last year, and the first one is the Stilla Stay All Day Waterproof Liquid Liner. This eyeliner honestly is amazing. It's super black, easy to work with, and it stays put on my oily eyelids. And the second eyeliner I wanted to mention is the NYC Liquid Liner. When I wear liquid liner, I would usually reach for this one just because it's so inexpensive. My Stilla one is about $20 to $22, I think. So for everyday use, I was definitely reaching for this one because it's so black and it's matte and very affordable.